Hello, ciao, ni hao. This is Ken from TheRack.co. Personally, I've always loved collaborating with a few key individuals who I saw on Instagram or on social media. People who I thought were very smart, very witty, very creative. And TheRack.co just became a way for us as an excuse to get to know some of these people and be able to work with them. And we have asked the famed Mr. Toto Madayag of Libreng Komiks. So sa TheRack.co, we've been giving, as I said again, we've been giving away free stickers. And right now we are on our third batch, third version, as you say. And for every purchase, you will be receiving this pouch of 3 stickers, 3 unique designs. And we have right now, again, on the third version, we have 10 unique designs. And we have asked the famed Mr. Toto Madayag of Libreng Komiks. And glad to have you, Toto, with me this afternoon. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much, Ken, for inviting me and for inviting me for this collab, actually.
Toto, if you don't mind, is it okay with you if you could just give us like an introduction, who you are, what you do?
Ako si Toto Madayag, artist, writer, publisher, salesperson, accountant, lahat-lahat for Libreng Komiks. It is a very small webcomic na ni-start ko nung 2015 actually. So 2015 I started
Tagal na rin.
Tagal na, it's been a decade actually. It's on its 10th year now. So the idea was, it's just a few silly comics. Naalala ko pa, isa sa mga pinaka unang comics ko yung lumabas yung Frozen, tapos everybody's singing Let It Go. So I made a comic about that, and eventually you succumb to singing it yourself, parang ganun. So yeah, I started it in 2015. Just comics lang that I wrote, and then I showed to my friends only sa Facebook. And then somehow na-entertain sila, mga relatable comics about office life, about commute, about Metro Manila traffic, ganon. And then I eventually decided to make Libreng Komiks yung page niya, yung Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter, and then posted some more relatable comics that na-enjoy naman ng mga maraming tao. Naging semi-viral, naging viral yung iba. And then, I just started self-publishing a few years after that. And then, 10 years after, meron na akong like 4 na books, 4 na self-published books. Made a lot of merch from my comics. And then, ako ngayon into a card game designer.
So ever since ba 2015, was it all really comics, or did you start doing, like, was it more for book illustrations, or were you doing more, and mostly was it all online? Yung mga stickers, hindi siya yung original content mo, no? Mostly, was it all comics?
Being a webcomic artist actually is pretty weird, lalo na sa Pilipinas. Parang nasasatisfy lang yung urge ko na mag-post ng online comics na nakaka-relate, tapos nakakatanggap ka ng maraming reactions, maraming comments, and then nalalaman mo na meron kang people out there, merong same people out there that think similarly the way you do. Parang ganon, parang siguro just like any other content creator at that time, hindi pa yata tinatawag na content creator nung time na 2015. Parang magsisimula ka lang na gusto mo lang siyang gawin, na siguro magpo-post ka lang ng video just for the hell of it, kasi ganun yung personality mo. So dun lumalabas yung personality ko sa comics, yung humor ko. And then eventually sabi ko, it can be something na I earn from. Eventually siguro naman while you're spending time on it, lalo na pag medyo tumatanda ka na tapos dumadami yung responsibilities mo, hindi pwedeng mag-waste ng time on something na hindi ka nag-earn from. Medyo privileged sabihin na mag-spend ka lang ng time mag-content creation lang all day, tas hindi mo iniisip na pwede kang kumita from it. So eventually, hindi ko pa naisip na maging libro. That's why nagkaroon ng stickers. Stickers are very, easy to print, to have printed by other, suppliers. Stickers, postcards, button pins, mga fun lang na snippets ng comics ko na bite-sized, kumbaga. And eventually, I started selling them online and then selling them in conventions, comic conventions. So you have your Comic-Con, Comic-Con. If you're not familiar with those are comics-centric na events. You sell your comics or your postcards, your merch, anything na parang affordable art, parang ganon. And then eventually, of course, nung habang nagiging viral yung mga comics ko, in-approach din naman ako ng one of our bigger publishers, actually mga 3, ganon. And then, parang may feeling doon na I found out na sobrang liit ng royalty fees or royalty
Okay.
royalty fees
Alright.
bibigay nila. Especially if you're starting out, mga 10 or 15%. And then I started thinking na ever since naman dini-DIY ko na lahat, so why don't I self-publish? Why don't I do everything myself? That's why yung introduction ko kanina, a writer, artist, book designer, salesperson, accountant, lahat yan. Kasi,
Yes, understood.
parang ganon. I know you can relate na yung
we can
hands-on
relate
ka
for
talaga.
sure.
Hands-on ka talaga sa, kahit na may business ka na ayaw mo masyadong mag-delegate. In my case, ayaw ko talaga mag-delegate ng anything at all. Gusto ko perfect lahat. Para kasing so eventually yun nga, nag-self-publish na lang ako. I learned how to have comic books made from scratch. If it turns out to be a good thing or magandang kalalabasan niya, so maganda yung kalalabasan niya sa akin. But if you also mess up, sa akin lang lahat yung blame.
Correct.
Hindi siya team na
Correct. Yan yung masarap at masakit sa pagiging very hands-on, right? Yung mga small things na small improvements that you want to iterate, it makes a big impact on what you're doing. Pero pag maling-mali.
Maling-mali, but at the same time, sa akin yon, inaapo ko lahat yon kung mag-mess up, kung hindi mag-workout yung isang bagay. And then, it's constantly improving. Kahit sobrang mababaw lang yung mga comics ko, it's just me as an artist, I try to constantly improve, do other things other than, silly comics.
2 questions from there. Number 1, what do you think is a comics or a sticker design, a particular design that did not go viral, but did you have anything that you were very proud of but just didn't make a lot of attention? Do you have anything in particular?
Well, actually, I prepared a few here. Kasi ito yung mga naging viral. So it's just a simple Mustamars. Mars. So it's part
yung
of...
gusto ko dyan, yung nakakatawa yung yung mga brands, no? Yung sa bagay, tsaka yung...
Yeah. Ito, likas na tanga.
Nako. Maraming matatamaan dyan. Okay.
Dapat nga, likas na tanga sa pag-ibig dapat yan eh. Kasi part siya ng... So yun yung sinasabi ko na part siya ng love life na sticker pack. So I don't think of it anymore as single stickers. Kunyari ito, brand ulit, nasa maling trabaho. Pero maling.
Meron din yung NASA, di ba? Ano yung NASA?
This one. Yeah. Bestseller yun na yan. And then, good question kasi yung isa sa mga gustong-gusto ko pero somehow hindi ganong na ng mga tao is ito. Yung sobrang simple lang na tawag ng kalikasan. Ano lang siya, puno lang siya, tapos sabi niya hello.
Galing.
Ganun lang. Yung mga simpleng, yun yung mga, isa sa mga pinaka-gusto ko yung mga simple lang. As simple as possible, as relatable as possible. Ganun.
Do you have like anything in mind that a design that you think a lot of people just have, parang talagang nag-hit siya, nag-viral siya, or any in that nature that you feel like medyo mas nakilala ka talaga?
I would say this sticker.
Mabuti.
Mabuti, yes. Itong character kasi na to, galing siya sa comics na sabi niya, kamusta ka? Sabi niya. Tapos sabi niya, mabuti.
Yeah. So, ang pinaka-interaction ko with your comics is that when I started following you sa Instagram, we have actually had like a few artists that we wanted to work with, but because parang hindi nila parang gets masyado yung lifestyle or hindi nila masyado, parang they don't feel an affinity for what we're doing. Parang bumigay mga 2-3 weeks after ng parang initial project brainstorming, parang bumigay. So, based on, let's say, at least yung sa amin, when you started working with us, like, did it come easy for you to design some of these designs? So, basically, just wanted to show first to everyone. Ito, personally, parang medyo paborito ko to. Baliktad ba? Hindi siya baliktad, doon lang sa video, reversed. But anyway, smart people will have to figure it out. But these are like a few. Ito, si Mario, sana hindi tayo mapadala ng demand letter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have like a few designs here, no? Anyway, go ahead.
Yung mga collabs, actually, I'm really bad at collabs. Like I said a while ago, I usually prefer doing things on my own. Kasi kapag nag-succeed siya, sa akin lahat ng gain, ng profit, ganun. But at the same time, kapag nag-mess up ako, sa akin lahat ng sisi. Wala akong masisising iba or walang turuan ng daliri sa team, you know. But at the same time, kapag nag-gets ko naman na you're very flexible, na as a brand, you're very flexible with the ideas. To a certain extent, of course. Doon nag-click na pwede kong ilagay yung iba doon, yung mga favorite ko. Kunyari yung chicken legs, nasa na yun.
Ito yung chicken legs.
Oh, just because it's super weird, looks super weird. Never skip leg day. Isa yun sa mga paborito. At saka, of course, yung Mario 1 kasi gamer ako eh.
Oo, dami mong reference sa game. Yung single tsaka Tekken pa lang.
Oo. Ganun talaga. Nag-ano talaga yung personality ko sa mga ginagawa ko, like I said a while ago. And you know, that's when it became easy, I guess. Yung initial hurdle lang ng what do you really want as a brand or as a collaborator, and then what can I do na para mag-intersect yung personalities natin, I guess, di ba?
Yes.
Parang yung sa akin super weird na minsan bordering on grotesque yung ibang comics ko, pero yeah, like I said, yung collaboration becomes easier kapag nagle-let go creatively yung collab mo, and then you know, it's just good communication between the two parties, I guess. But like I said, it's isa yun sa mga pinakamahirap para sa akin, yung collaboration.
Yeah. Sometimes based on our experience, when we started working with a few artists, I mean, not just with sticker creation, what I actually appreciated was that when you started drafting few designs, I think I thought that the alignment just went through very fast. I mean, to anyone who wants to collaborate with Toto sa Libreng Komiks, working with him was fantastic. If you're still open to that, Toto, highly recommended. Thank you. No?
Salamat. It's para siyang ano ba yung sasabihin ko? Para siyang, like you said, parang yung mga ideas ng drafting stage, sobrang okay na. Pero at the same time, ang hindi nakikita ng marami is yung kinaka-stress mo rin with thinking up ideas na wala naman talaga akong alam sa gym equipment, for instance. Pero at the same time, parang that's why I was able to stay independent for a very long time. Walang manager, walang ibang ka-collab, nag-self-publish ng stickers, ng books, ng card game, which is not a simple feat, you know. It's because parang din siyang job na kapag may idea ka, tapos gusto mong i-push yung idea na yun, kailangan mo i-justify kung bakit maganda yung idea na yun, kung paano siya nagta-tie in dun sa buong sticker set, for example, or sa buong idea. So yeah, that's why I was able to survive being independent this long. Is yun yung mga tricks of the trade na explain your idea, ibigay mo yung best foot forward mo always.
Yeah, I mean, moving forward, I really wish you the best. I think that's the reason why like people like me would like to follow you, is because there's like a sense of authenticity to your work. Like ano lang siya talaga, puro. And those are the voices that I think are very inspiring to work with. Even with the brands that we collaborate with the suppliers that we have, there's like this sense of parang we want to work with people who want to work at their craft, who really take their craft seriously. And I was thoroughly surprised. Sobrang masaya sa turnout, no? Actually, Toto, later parang sa'yo, hindi masyadong game sa'yo, pero kung may mga questions ka that you feel parang gusto mo mag-expound, by all means, no? So I just have a few questions here.
Sige, go lang.
Pasensya sa pautot, no?
Sige.
Okay, so question number 1. Protein shake or black coffee?
Black coffee.
Okay, hindi tumama. Second, flex your art or flex your arms?
Flex your art, of course.
Yes. Which is more painful, muscle soreness or artist's block?
Artist's block.
Okay. Mental strength or physical strength?
Well, mental strength for me, of course.
Okay. So sa mga sagot niya, wag na kayo bumili ng mga items na. Number 5, lift heavy or draw heavy?
I'd like to start lifting heavy.
Okay. kasi nararamdaman mo na rin sa edad.
Yes. Parang
Alright,
kailangan.
so you know who to contact. Okay. Inspiration hits mid-set, middle of the day, or midnight?
Midnight.
Alright. Okay. Mga anong oras?
Mga after 10 p.m. kasi yung daughter ko at saka yung wife ko tulog na by that time. At saka night owl ako so.
Okay. So alam na natin na ayaw niya ng storbo. Storbo daw kayo. Okay. Number 7, build discipline or build creativity?
Build discipline for sure kasi marami na ako sa creativity.
Correct. Yes. I think yung kanina kinakwento mo halos lahat yan talaga based on just doing it, being repetitive, and just going at it a day at a time. So, build discipline. Next is train your body or train your mindset.
Train your mindset.
More powerful, imagination or motivation?
Motivation.
Okay. Number 10, pump up the music or pump up the ego?
Pump up the music.
Yes. Last 2 questions. Number 12. Okay, fast talk now. Last one. One more rep or I'm done?
One more rep, of course.
Yep. Lift others up or lift yourself first?
Lift others up.
Anyone in particular that you are, parang anything na sino yung gusto mong nililift up?
Of course, yung mag-ina ko.
Aww.
Always yan. Yung wife ko, actually nagbe-bake siya noon pa. Tsaka nagluluto. So, parati ko siyang in-encourage na gawing business yung mga niluluto niya. Nag-uusap kami always about business ideas. Tapos yung daughter ko naman, nag-guitar, nagdo-drawing. She takes after me. So, yung mga ginagawa ko, nakikita niya yung ginagawa ko, ginagawa niya na rin. So,
Yep.
always those two.
Alright, Toto, any last words you want to say before we wrap up?
Maraming salamat ulit, Ken and the team. Thank you so much for having me here. Like I said, you can follow me at Libreng Komiks PH, at Libreng Komiks PH sa Instagram and sa Facebook. I don't post there as much, but anything creatively that I'm undertaking or I'm doing, I'll be sure to post there.
For anyone who's looking for a gift this season or anyone who is interested in a glove alternative and a pulling strap, with our collaboration with Libreng Komiks and Toto, we have here 10 designs, right? So in a normal purchase, you would be able to get a free sticker of 3 unique designs randomly. But in this instance, anyone who is purchasing Versa Grips, one of our products, Toto, alam mo na kung kailangan mo ng gloves, will get all 10 sticker designs kasama na, no? So that is number 1. Again, for all regular purchases, everyone will get a unique design of 3 stickers. So ito yung Toto, ito yung package natin na ginagawa natin. Ito yung sinulatan natin about you.
Yes.
So anyone who is purchasing from us will get 3 unique designs. And for those purchasing Versa Grips for a duration that's going to be just written here, from when to when, will get all 10 free stickers. Toto, maraming salamat sa oras.
Thank you, Ken.
Maraming salamat. Thank you.
All right.